Here they are, standing at the airport. She's got a suitcase with Hello Kitty on it held together with duct tape. She's smiling and bowing, and he's looking her up and down, and they're both a little nervous because this is it. This is the first day of the rest of their lives. They get in the car, and she tries out her English on him, and he tries out his Vietnamese on her, and they share a forced laugh. They arrive at the house, and probably he's thinking she's just as pretty as she was in the photographs, and probably she's thinking, what a big house. Then they go upstairs and stand in the bedroom together, looking at the bed, the two of them thinking, here is where the magic doesn't happen. Because, after all, this is the end point of her journey, this bed. This is why she's traveled across oceans to become a resident of this bed. Then they go downstairs to the kitchen and they each have a sandwich, turkey on rye. She has a glass of juice from the fridge and he has a beer from the cooler in the garage. And in the back of both of their minds is the lumpy bed with sweaty sheets on it. It's gnawing at them. The thought of that bed. Because in a few short hours, they'll both be in it. The next morning, they drive to the civil registry for their 7 a.m. appointment, and there's some paperwork and a brief congratulations from the city clerk, and then, this is it! This is the first day of the rest of their lives. And the question you're wanting to ask is, what happened in the bed? And what is that sound? It's the middle of the night, for Christ's sake.
This weekend at a work function for all the residents at the hospital, I talked about her, Claire. It's funny, I don't talk about her much, but she's probably why I went to med school, so I talked about her to the other surgical residents. I told the story of the dinner party with Roger and his wife, Kim Lee. It gives a quick snapshot of Claire. My sister Claire. I'm saying Claire, but the social workers called Claire Claire because they didn't know her name. Claire wasn't speaking when they brought her in. They found her in a boarded up condemned building and they had to call her something, so she was Claire. My biological mother and father died in a house fire on a military base. They moved the ashtray from the bedside table to the bed. My great Aunt Rose raised me until I was 4. I didn't learn how to speak properly because she was half deaf, so my first word was what? And I ate a lot of SpaghettiOs and played with the dustbuster, but I was doing okay when Aunt Rose died of throat cancer and Mom and Dad adopted me. Claire's first 4 years. We were living in the old family house in Ottawa next door to Kim Lee and Roger. Mom was teaching piano, and in the summer she would leave the patio doors open so that you could hear the piano lessons down our Ave, our very prosperous, very middle-class, liberal Ave, and Kim Lee would stand outside on her porch and she'd listen to the piano lessons. And my dad would come home from his job in the civil service and he'd see her standing out there and he'd say, it's in a language she understands. Because, of course, Kim Lee was a new Canadian. We were calling her Kimmy right then, but later on she went back to Kim Lee, probably because it was her name. There was a lot of curiosity about Roger and Kim Lee on our Ave because Kim Lee came over to Canada to marry Roger, and Kim Lee was very pretty, and Roger was in the tech industry. They lived in the old house next door that already seemed haunted before anything ever happened in it. I don't know if Mom saw Kim Lee standing out there on the porch and went over and said hello or what, but Mom started giving Kim Lee piano lessons, and as it turned out, Kim Lee was natural. Mom says she probably would have been a child prodigy if she learned as a child, if she had a piano in Vietnam. So Mom invited Roger and Kim Lee over for dinner to make friends with them as a couple, and that's when the thing happened with my little sister Claire. Claire had been in the family for about 2 months by then. I was only 6 years old. Claire was 4. I was too young to understand what was happening at the time, but when I hit puberty, I saw how it was probably, of all the things Claire did, Roger and Kim Lee were sitting on the couch, and they were a little nervous because it was a first dinner party, and there was a lot of curiosity about them on our Ave, unkind curiosity. So I think they wanted to make friends pretty badly, so they were nervous. But the wine was starting to work on their nerves, and Roger was cracking a few jokes, and Roger told this cute, dumb story about his nickname for Kim Lee, and all the adults were laughing. And that's when Claire crawled onto Roger's lap and she undid his pants. I think it seemed like she was being friendly. Like, crawled right into his lap, like, oh, cute, she likes Roger. And then we heard the zip sound, and Claire started to put her hands. Roger got a sick look on his face, like he didn't know what to do. Like, this can't be happening. Like, why is this nice family moment turning into the worst possible? It was so bad. It was so bad that Claire did that, that they couldn't go on with the dinner party after that, so Roger and Kimmy left. What do you do after that? Serve the chicken? It's stupid. I'd wonder this given what I know about what I went through with Claire. But I do still wonder what would have happened if Mom hadn't pulled Claire off of Roger. What would she have done? Would she have done it?
A year's gone by. They're a year into the marriage now, and the two of them are homemaking. It's all Home Depot and IKEA, and how the fuck do you put this together? And woo, new wallpaper on the walls, and woo, new wall-to-wall carpeting on the floors, and a new mattress that's not so lumpy, and sheets that aren't so sweaty, and there's something else in the house, a sort of contentment? He slimmed down eating faux soup, and she spilled out on all the maple syrup and sockeye salmon and grade A Alberta beef. She's even finally started to get used to Ottawa, to the sound of 1,000,000 people all being very quiet together. Shh. We're in Ottawa. Of course, the neighbors think that the marriage is not, that it can't be, that when she turns over the question in the dark hours of the night of whether or not she loves her husband, she probably thinks something like, "It was very kind of him to buy me the piano." The truth is, it does seem unlikely that she could fall in love with a puffy Canadian with an IT gut and a nervous habit of pulling at the crotch of his pants. The most likely thing is she's quite incapable of loving him. That smile flickering in her eyes when she looks across a garage sale or a dinner party at him, it's benign disinterest or mild contempt or sort of blank. But then again, it is so difficult to know what that smile of hers means.
Claire would seem normal for a while. Things would be going along normally, and then Claire would get caught molesting a boy with mild intellectual disorder in her special class at school. Because, of course, the boy couldn't consent because of the mild intellectual disorder. And then Mom would be crying behind a closed door, and I'd hear Dad talking to Mom in a voice I'd get familiar with. Dad's Claire did something horrifying voice. And then we'd rush Claire back to the psychiatrist with the smooth wooden toys and the anatomically correct plush dolls. We'd all sit in the psychiatrist's offices, and Mom and Dad would say, "I love you, Claire. I love you, Claire. I love you." Because they thought love was the answer. And so they would say, "I love you." And so would I. "Aaron, tell your sister that you love her." "I love you, Claire." And Claire would get a blank look on her face. Claire was a monster. I don't want to kill the suspense for any of you, but she was. She was a monster. It was the trauma. It was the trauma. Between the dinner party with Roger and Kim Lee, which got talked about, and all of the setting things on fire and the abnormal violent behavior at our elementary school, the whole neighborhood watched Claire. Watched her terrorize us. Claire stole an axe out of the child's toolbox that Mom and Dad gave me for my birthday, and she chopped a bunch of the keys out of Mom's piano. Or she'd find the door to a neighbor's house unlocked, and they'd come home, and she'd be standing in their bedroom like a zombie. Or she took to peeing in the corner of her room instead of going to the bathroom. Or we bought 2 goldfish, and one of them died, and Mom said, "We'll have to flush that one." And Claire flushed the live fish down the toilet.
No, I didn't.
Flushed the live fish.
No, I didn't.
You did, Claire. You flushed the live one.
No, I didn't. It was dead. They were both floating on the top of the water with slime trailing off of them.
Both fish?
Yeah?
They both died?
Yeah?
Then why do you only flush one fish? Why is there still a dead one floating in there?
I like that one.
It's dead.
I like it anyway.
You can't like it. It's dead.
I'd like you if you were dead.
Claire, have you seen any of my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
No.
One of them is gone.
Check
Mom says we're not getting more fish. We're gonna take a break from fish for a while.
We still have the dead one.
Gross.
Cool.
Peeing in your room again, huh?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Is there pee on your pants?
Yeah.
Why?
Stepped in it.
Want me to get Mom? Me?
Yep.
Come here then. Yeah.
I said yeah.
Don't go out like this, okay? Remember? Don't go to school like this. You don't need the kids at school smelling their pee. Leg. Lift your leg. Leg.
I just remembered where your Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle is.
Yeah, it was, up, Claire. I asked the ER resident who extracted it whether I could have it back, and they told me it was in hazardous bio-waste. I wasn't supposed to, but I asked Claire, hey buddy, how did Raphael get up there?
I don't know. I don't know!
It's okay. Psychiatrists who work with Claire were very specific about what we could say to her, what we could ask her, how to touch her, and how not to answer her when she said things like,
I want to scratch you. I want to scratch your eyes out.
hey, you want to do some finger painting?
Yeah!
Okay, fun. Why don't you get the finger paints, okay? And I'll go get some paper.
Okay!
Mom! Dad! Mom and Dad relied on me to be good with Claire, to be the good one, who made the honor roll, was captain of the hockey team, learned to play piano. Claire was the traumatized one with the awful, chilling, horrifying. And Mom would say, thank goodness Aaron is so well adjusted so that we can focus on Claire. For Mom and Dad's sake, I tried. I tried with Claire, even when she, like when I was 12, Claire stuck me with a knife. Hey, buddy. Are you okay? Where's Mom? Where's Mom?
She's teaching Kimmy.
Claire, is that pudding on your pants? Because those are my puddings for hockey. Is that blood?
No.
Yes, it is.
Oh.
What did you do?
Oh, it was a knife.
What knife? Dad? Why do you have a knife?
I stuck it in myself.
Where'd you stick it? Is it still in there?
No.
Where is it? Dad?
It didn't hurt.
Dad! Get down here! Dad!
It didn't hurt. Not at all.
Dad!
See? It doesn't hurt. You okay?
Yeah. Claire, can you just go and get Mom, okay? And tell her that there's a knife in me? Can you do that?
Yeah.
Can you walk?
Yeah.
It's okay. It's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. Go get Mom.
I'm sorry, though.
Go get Mom. Get Mom.
Mom!
I have a lot of fond childhood memories of the whole family together. In the ER. Mom sat with me while the doctor stitched me up, and she told me how proud she and Dad were of me for handling getting stabbed so well, for talking Claire through it. On the drive home from the hospital, Mom said, some people can't tell the difference between loving someone and hurting them. For some people, loving and hurting can be the same thing. Dad said, for Claire.
Claire was a monster. She was a monster. Claire was a monster. Claire was a monster. She was a monster. Claire was a monster.
When Claire came home from psych, Mom and Dad put a lock on the knife drawer in the kitchen so that Claire couldn't stab us. Like I said, she was a monster.
No, I'm not! I'm not a monster! I'm not!
It's okay. Look, that kid is not nice. And Mom said that family's going to move because they don't fit the neighborhood. And he wasn't saying that you are a monster. He was saying that if you were a monster and you were going to kill someone, who would it be? I'm just wondering, I mean, you don't know the answer to that question, do you? Me? You'd kill me?
Not you.
Why not?
You're my brother and I love you.
Mom! Mom! Get up here!
Why?
Mom!
Why?
You just said, I love you?
Yeah? You're my brother?
Yeah. Right around when I was turning 14, Claire was 12, the psychiatrist called us all in for a meeting, and they told us that Claire was improving. Big strides is what one of them said. We're nearing a breakthrough. At this point, Mom is crying into the couch and Dad is laughing and saying, it's good news, honey, it's good news. I thought, for a second, I thought. The upshot was that Claire's psychiatrist felt we were in a critical phase. Claire might start remembering her trauma, which meant that we were supposed to support her therapy by spending as much time as possible with her in the next few months as a family unit. Then all the adults were looking at me.
How come you're not a hockey?
And Dad said, what do you think, Aaron? Can you do this for us, buddy? It'd be a big help.
Aaron! Hey, Aaron! How come you're not a hockey?
We wouldn't ask if it wasn't important.
Was it canceled?
What?
Was it canceled? Aaron! Aaron! Was hockey canceled?
Yeah.
Why?
Wasn't that good at it, so...
You were good at it?
Yeah, but hey, guess what? Mom says that she might let me get a dog. Or a cat. Probably a cat, but she hasn't said no to a dog yet.
You bored?
Yep.
Maybe you should go to hockey.
Shut up, Claire.
You're not allowed to say shut up, and how come you're not at hockey? What?
Claire.
What?
Is that your name?
What?
Claire.
It's what you call me.
Is it your name? Mom said that your name might be something else that you can't remember, so maybe one day something will jog your memory and you'll be like, hey, stop calling me Claire, you fuckers.
Fuckers is not allowed.
Is Claire your name? So no?
Yes.
So no?
You're not supposed to ask me that.
No.
You... Oh, you're being mean.
Yeah.
Why?
Sorry. Sorry, buddy. Hey, what are you doing? Are you hugging me?
Yeah.
The flickers of normalcy were... She could be... She was. I did think of her as my sister.
It's okay. It's gonna be okay. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. It's okay. It's gonna be okay.
Years and years have gone by, and the two of them, him and her, are still together, still married, still living in the same ratty old house on the same prosperous block that's been fixed up just enough so that the neighbors don't give them dirty looks at garage sales. She's playing a prelude on the piano, and he's sitting out on the porch with his chair tilted back and a beer from the cooler in the garage in his hands. So, they're still together, him and her, so what's the glue here? Maybe it's the jokes. And they do have this one little private, hilarious, terrible joke. It dates way back to the first days of their marriage. She only brought one thing with her from Vietnam, a Hello Kitty suitcase held together with duct tape. It's down the basement now, covered in dust, and so he says to her, "Hello, Kitty." He gets home from his IT job and unlocks the front door and yells up the stairs, "Hello, Kitty! Hello, Kitty!" And in certain moods, it's "Hello, Kitty." And in certain moods, it's "Kitty, please answer the phone when I call in the middle of the day. I don't care if you're in the middle of a feud or not." Or, "Kitty, where are my pants? Did you stir fry them?" Or, "Kitty, They, yes, seem content. More than content. That little flicker more than content. That is love. From time to time, she does take the old pair of rusted kitchen scissors out of the drawer in the kitchen and she hides them in the darkest corner of the garage with that little flicker of it. Something in her eye, is it? But that's not what's happening right now. Right now, the grass is blowing and the streetlights are humming and the last note of the prelude hangs in the air as he calls out to her, "Kitty! I'm out on the porch, come drink your juice out here." And you hear the fridge door open and close as she gets out the juice, and you thought her heart was packed in ice, but now she's standing on the porch leaning over her husband with that smile flickering in her eyes, and it's unlikely, but it looks like love. And if it's not love, it sure looks like it.
Mom let me get a kitten as a thank you for spending so much family unit time with Claire. Mom came to the animal shelter and we picked it up together. It was a little thing with his eyes shut, snuffling around the bottom of the box. I nursed him with a Claire, an eyedropper with warm milk in it, and I'd given him a dumb name, but mostly I called him Little One.
Blah.
What?
Little one? You're like a girl.
You're a girl!
I don't know if I like cats.
Why? Here, you want to hold him?
No! It's a bad little thing, isn't it?
No.
The owner didn't want it?
Well, they didn't even drown him, they just left him in the gutter.
You drowned them?
No, Claire, you don't drown them because, look, remember we got a pet because your behavior's been stabilizing?
Yeah, I know, fart face. No, my behavior's been stabilizing because everyone keeps bringing it up
And
all
this
the time.
is my pet, like my things, like you don't touch my things, like you don't touch my pet unless I'm here.
I don't want to touch your pet.
Please do.
No.
Here, hold him.
No.
What is up, Claire?
Oh.
Hey, little one. Aww. It's okay. It's okay, buddy.
Hey, little one.
Claire! Hey, hey. Hey, it's okay. It's okay, little one. It's okay. What if I recorded for you and you can learn it? What about that? Hey there, little one. Hey there, little one.
Hey there, little one.
Yeah. Hey there, little one.
Hey there, little one.
Yeah. Yeah. I know Mom and Dad felt like the long fight for Claire was finally being won.
Hey there, little one.
Hey there, little one.
And then my cat went missing. And I put up missing cat posters all over the neighborhood. I ran up and down our ave yelling. Okay, so we named the cat Fish because of the pet fish that Claire flushed down the toilet. So I ran around yelling, Fish! Fish! Come here, Fish! And weeks went by. And no cat.
Hey, Fartface, I'm returning your, the thing. Okay? Fartface? You're gloomy. You feel bad?
No.
You feel downcast.
Are you working on emotional vocabulary and therapy or something, Claire?
Yeah. So why? Why do you feel...
Because of my cat!
You gonna replace it?
I don't know, just
Just what?
fuck off!
Swear!
Claire!
Swear!
I just said your name, it's not a swear.
Your tone was a swear.
Shut up!
Swear! So you feel sad?
Yeah, you little psychopath! Sorry, buddy. Yeah, I'm sad.
If you replaced me, I'd feel sad. It's probably dead.
Yeah.
When cats die, they crawl under the porch. If a car hits them and they're wounded, they crawl under the porch to lick their wounds. And if the wounds are bad, they crawl under there to die.
We don't have a porch.
Yeah?
What?
What? We don't have a porch. Roger and Kim Lee have a porch.
Claire!
I love you. You're my brother and I love you. You're my brother and I love you. Brother, I love you. You're my brother and I love you.
I went next door and I got down on my hands and knees in the dirt and I crawled under the porch and I got About halfway under there, and then I saw a lump with little bits of fur sticking off it. Then I crawled back out, and I punched Claire in the head. Mom came running out of the house. She saw Claire. Claire had a nosebleed, and she grabbed me and started screaming in my face, "We don't hit people! We don't hit people!" And I just wanted to... Finally, I got it out. Claire murdered Fish. He's under the porch.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I didn't.
Dad went and knocked on Rogers and Kimley's door, and Roger and Kimley came out, and we stood on the porch, and we all watched Dad as he crawled under there, and he pulled it out. Dead cat. Mom put her hands over my eyes and said, "Don't look. Don't look." And Mom and Dad called a meeting.
There was a tan station wagon. It was probably going like 20 kilometers an hour, and Fish didn't know which way to run, so he just crouched down, and the car hit Fish and smushed him. So I went and picked him up off the road and got the milk dropper that Aaron used when Fish was a baby kitten, and then I got the bottle of Jack Daniels out of the liquor cabinet, and then I fed Fish with 3/4 of the bottle of Jack Daniels.
The cat died of alcohol poisoning. That's what Claire told Mom and Dad at the family meeting. Mom said she was trying to save him when she killed it. I said, "How did you get under the porch, Claire?"
I carried it in a cardboard box over to Roger and Kimley's, and I emptied it out under the porch.
Hey, remember weeks ago when I asked you if you murdered my cat and you said no?
Because I didn't!
Yes, you did!
No, I didn't! I didn't even like it enough to kill it!
What? What? That's what?
What I mean is that came out wrong, but what I mean is I was still learning to like it, but I still didn't like it very much, so I wouldn't have gone into your room without you and played with it.
And then Mom and Dad told me to apologize for hitting my sister. I said, "Well, fuck you." Dad took me out into the hallway and he said, "Aaron, please, just cut Claire a little slack. She's been doing so well, and we know she didn't come and tell us when your cat got hit by the car, and she should have done that. She didn't do that, and that was very wrong, but the psychiatrist said that she's very close to taking a big step forward. She's very close to remembering the bad things that happened to her, and then she'll be able to get the real help she needs. So please, Aaron, can you just hang in there a little longer, buddy?"
It was just a cat.
I said, "So you're just gonna let her kill my cat?" And Dad said, "We talked about this, Aaron. You knew when we got the cat that there was a possibility that it wouldn't work out with Claire." I said, "Dad, I dropped out of hockey. I go on all our dumb family outings. I fucking mostly hang out with my little sister, and now my cat is dead." And Dad gave me a pained look and said, "I hope that you can find it in your heart to be the older brother here.
It was just a cat.
Claire needs your help and sympathy right now, buddy, so let's just let it go, okay?"
It was just a cat.
And Claire kept saying, "It was just a cat."
It was just a cat. It was just a cat, Aaron.
For days.
It was just a cat. No, Aaron, it was just a cat.
It was just a cat, Aaron. Aaron, it was just a cat. It was just a cat, Aaron. It was just a cat. It was just a cat. Aaron, it was just a cat. It was just a cat, Aaron. It was just a cat. It was just a cat. It was just a cat, Aaron.
It was just a cat.
Mom! Mom! Come and get Claire right now. I need a break.
She's gone outside to talk to the neighbors to find out what happened at Roger and Kimley's house. There's police tape up and police cars parked on their lawn. I could tell you some stuff I saw. Roger and Kimley stuff. It was just a cat.
Claire
It was just a...
and Ned!
And then Mom and Dad took us camping, which was just a stupid...
It was a cat!
Stupid ploy.
It was just a cat!
Fuck off!
It was just a cat!
Claire! Fuck off! I'm sorry. I'm swearing at you, but I have leeches on my legs, so please, just shut the fuck up right now. Mom is going to get salt from the head office, so please just go fuck yourself because I have leeches.
I'm sorry about your leeches.
Fucking shut up! God, I want to punch you so badly, but I can't because we don't punch people.
Will it make it better if you punch me?
So much better.
Then I want you to. Punch me! Do you have a crush on that girl in the red raincoat?
What girl?
The girl?
No.
The one you were standing close to down at the beach and she had the red raincoat?
No.
Because you keep hanging out with her down at the beach, so it seems like you have a crush on her, like a whole mixtape full of dumb love song size crush? Because you gave her a whole mixtape full of dumb love songs? She seems like she likes you. Do you? You still love me, though. Mom's taking a long time with the salt.
Mom and Dad planned a whole pile of fun activities for us on our camping trip, like hiking through a swamp full of leeches. And the second they turned their backs, I'd sneak off, get away for a few hours, go find this girl I met at the campground, this normal, this pretty girl. And then I'd go back to our campsite and sneak into our tent.
Where were you, Aaron? Where were you? I didn't tell Mom and Dad you were gone. I didn't want to get you in trouble because I guess you were with that girl. I told Mom you were in the bathrooms, but I think that she guessed you were with that girl. The tent's all wet. It's letting the water in. Aaron! You had alcohol? With the girl? She gave you alcohol? What did she give you?
Beer with wine in it.
Please talk.
I just did.
You still love me.
I love you is something that I say to you because Mom and Dad tell me that I have to. You know, shut up and go to sleep.
That's not true.
Yeah, it is.
I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry about the cat. I'm saying I'm sorry, okay?
can't say you're sorry, Claire, because you're not sorry. And you know how I know you're not sorry? Because you're lying about killing my cat. And I can't tell Mom and Dad that you're lying because that would fuck them for life. And I can't forgive you for killing my cat because you fucking killed it.
I'm not lying!
You're my sister, you... Okay. For years, I have been watching you and trying to keep you from wrecking my stuff. So I know when you're lying. I can tell. You're lying about my cat just like you're lying about lots of things. Like, Claire's not really your name. It's just what you let us call
Do
you.
you still love me?
No!
It was just a cat!
You're just some girl I hate!
That's not true, though.
Hey. What's your name, Claire? Come on. Tell me. I'd like to know.
I don't remember.
What's your name?
If I tell you, then you'll forget about the cat.
You killed him? Why?
There. Bad little things. No, Aaron, all I did is I fed it a lot of alcohol. It was going to die. It got hit by a car, and the alcohol made it die of alcohol. That's all. I started giving it alcohol to make it not be crying, and then I couldn't stop giving it alcohol. I got stuck on giving it the alcohol. I don't know why.
You wreck everything.
I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry they took my side, but it was just a cat. It doesn't mean that Mom and Dad don't love you. They love you. They just don't love you as much as they love me. No, please, I'm telling you, please, I'm telling you my name. Aaron!
Get off!
I'm telling you!
Get off of me!
Don't come here! I'm telling you!
What are you doing?
Aaron, please let me!
That was... So that was not good. Sorry, I don't like to think about it. I don't. So I'm not going to think about it. Yeah, so that's it. That's all I'm gonna. I went to Mom and Dad's tent and I was shaken. And Mom kept saying, "What's happened? What's happened?" And I kept telling her that I didn't want to talk about it. That I couldn't talk about it. And then Mom she said, "Claire's not well. Please, Aaron, please stop doing this to her." And I said, "Mom, are you blind? Why don't you ever ask me what she's doing to me?" Mom looked like I'd hit her. She asked me if Claire had ever touched me. I didn't say anything, and Mom said something like, "Oh my God, what kind of a mother have I been to you?" Claire had a history of, there was whatever happened to her when she was a toddler. She also had a history of molesting her classmates at school, so Mom, I didn't have to say much for her to get what. And I tried to explain that it was just minor stuff that Claire did, but I know Mom and Dad still see it as a failure, but no one faulted them for it. No one in the neighborhood thought that they would last as long as they did as Claire's parents. Claire ripped a chunk out of Mom's hair, and she called me a liar and yelled my name when they put her in the van. Yeah. Claire got much worse. In the group home, she was violent with the staff, so they transferred her to Ward H at the Royal Ottawa Hospital, the psych ward.
she was in psych, some halfway houses for 14 years. A couple of months ago, they let her out.
When the terrible thing happens, the neighbors tell the police that they did hear something in the middle of the night, a sort of dull, a sort of pounding. The sort of pounding that makes you twist one eyelid open and mumble to yourself, half asleep, "What is that sound?" It's the middle of the night, for Christ's sake. So there's police tape cordoning off their house and police cars parked on their lawn, and of course she didn't love him. Of course they weren't happy. Of course it was a crappy marriage, because in the end the human heart isn't as perverse as that. It isn't as unlikely. It's a dull, predictable organ, and the old question, what happened in the bed, flickers in your brain, because it must have been something bad if there's police tape up. Staircase, and you'd listened standing at the top of the stairs. You'd have heard it. Something pounding. You go down the hallway because now you know that it is something in the bedroom that's pounding and pounding. Something wants to get out, and if you open the door to the bedroom, just a crack, you see it. It's him. He's tied to the bed, and there's a rag stuffed in his mouth, and the pounding is the bed. The bed pounding against the floor as he strains to get the fuck out of there. So do you want to know why? Why she tied him up and left him there? Because I can tell you. I can tell you what happened in the bed. Nothing happened. For a while he let her try, and boy, did she try! She tried until her hands cramped, until her nose bled. Then he went mad and yanked on it so hard the skin ripped, and then he got the old rusted kitchen scissors as if to cut it off, and she screamed until he dropped them. Then he stopped meeting her eyes or answering to his name, and hour after hour he slumped on the bed with dead eyes and just a t-shirt, flicking it over and over again with his finger, flicking it raw. And I guess she just couldn't take it for one more hour. I guess she just couldn't watch him flick it one more time. Because if you creep back down the stairs, you find her sitting at the kitchen table and she is, oh, so still, but her lips are moving. She's mouthing a string of words. If you lean in, you can just about make out what she's saying. She's saying... Aaron, do you want to know what she's saying? I love you. 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 I love you.
I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you.
It just trails off like that. That's it. That's it. The tape just... The whole thing's just 10 minutes of tape, her voice, recording of her voice, and then nothing. No writing on it. Nothing. Just the envelope in this this crappy cassette player. Do I call the police? What do I say? I say my psychopathic little sister just mailed me a creepy story on a cassette player about our ex-neighbors Roger and Kim Lee, and I'm pretty sure she's threatening me. What do I say when they ask me why I think that? Because I just think that? Because it's happened in my nightmares? So, Kim Lee killed Roger. Roger died. He died of dehydration. The police said that Kim Lee was in the house, probably sat in the house for days while with Roger tied up upstairs while he slowly dehydrated. And yeah, we all thought that she did it in self-defense. I mean, she was a mail order bride. We figured he'd been forcing her to do some sick, and she'd gone crazy. I mean, she'd gone crazy by the time the police found her in there with Roger's corpse. And she never spoke coherently about what happened. The city boarded up the house. Claire knows my home address, which isn't good. I should turn this over. Call the police. I should call my parents. Because she's saying that she's gonna kill me? Yeah? Yes? Or is she telling me her version of a nice story? Or is she saying that she loved us all along, let's be friends? Or is she trying to tell me that she's gonna kill me out of love? Or some fucking other fucked up thing that I can't even... I did a bad thing? Is that what she's saying? I did a bad thing? I tried to... I mean, I went to med school because of her. I became a surgical resident because I wanted to help unwell people. I tried to be the good one. I've tried. Fuck. It wasn't a lie. It just wasn't totally she was wrecking our lives. She was fucked up. And I don't think that was because of me. She was just like that. It wasn't her fault, but she wasn't capable of love. She was fucked up. Psychopathic. Fucked up. No. It was not good. I don't like to think about it. I don't. I'm not gonna think about what I did. Get off.
I'm telling you.
Get off me.
Come here. I'm telling you.
What are you doing?
Aaron, please let me just tell you.
What are you doing? Are you crazy?
Aaron!
No!
Aaron!
No! Get off! Get off me! What were you gonna do? Jesus, you no!
I'm trying to tell you.
Tell me what?
My name.
Tell me from there! No!
No, I want to say it just in your
Well,
ear.
I don't want you near me, so...
It's Kitty.
You're kidding.
No.
Who called you that?
My dad.
You remember him?
Yeah.
And that's what he called you?
Yeah, it's my name. Roger said to Kimley, I was watching Roger and Kimley. I went in their house to watch them, and he said to her, and I remembered my dad saying it.
He said kitty to you?
Yeah.
Like, here, kitty, kitty, like that?
Yeah.
And then what did he do?
I'm a bad little thing.
No. No, you're not. It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay. It's okay, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay, but it's okay. It's okay, but it's okay, cause Mom still loves me and Dad still loves me.
I have to go to Mom and Dad's tent to let them know that I'm back from hanging out down at the beach. I don't smell like beer, do I? Okay, I'm just gonna go tell Mom I'm back and you stay here and go back to bed. Go back to bed.
Yeah, but I wouldn't tell them my name, not you, okay?
I won't tell Mom, I won't say anything.
Don't say anything.
I'll just say I'm back. I'm sorry, I need to get out of this tent for a few minutes. I need some air.
Aaron,